Well, hello, Ferrari fans. Hello, race fans. Welcome back to the Ferrari Fan Club Podcast. In today's episode, we are going to be ranking the 2026 Formula One liveries. And to help me do that, because I did say we, is my cousin Ben and my brother Harrison. How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good. Excited.
Doing good.
Yeah? All right. So we've got Ben does watch Formula One. And he's gotten pretty into it the last few years. And we also have Harrison, who doesn't watch any Formula One. So we kind of have this span of knowledge about the sport, but because we're just looking at liveries, this is going to be a very superficial kind of look into the sport, which is fine because we're just rating this off looks. What we're going to be doing is each of us are going to give our opinions on the 2026 liveries, rate them 1 to 10, 10 being the best, of course. And then at the end, we're going to combine our scores to make an average. So that way, like, one of our opinions won't skew it too much, I guess. So it'll all come together at the end. All right. I'm looking forward to getting into this. So why don't we just jump right into our first car? And I was kind of going to go into launch order of when the cars came out. So the first one we're going to do is Red Bull, the official Red Bull, the one that Max Verstappen actually drives. So bringing up the pictures here, I'll start us off too. I'll get us going with these. So what I appreciate about the Red Bull is I really like how they went back to the gloss finish. I think that looks really nice. I like how they put the white outline back around the bull. I think it looks super good. It kind of reminds me of Sebastian Vettel's spec Red Bull, back in 2010, 2011, around that kind of area. My main problem though is that the blue, to me, is just too dark. It's splotchy. It's not blue in every single area. It's kind of this weird, I don't even know how to describe it, almost like digital kind of camo. But I don't know. It's just not blue enough for me, especially in the daylight, because I've seen this car during testing and it just looks so black in some aspects. So yeah, I don't know. I just wish it kind of popped more, especially because we have a lot of dark cars again this year. It just would have been really nice to see that more vibrant blue kind of back when Red Bull was in the 2010s.
Yeah, they might have been afraid of tapping too much into Williams territory if they did too much blue. I feel like there was some hesitation there and they're like, we gotta. I like it a lot. I think it's super tasteful. In the amount of time that I've watched F1, Red Bull has been a really a car that I don't even look at. I'm like, oh, that's cool, I guess, but then I move on mentally. So this is really refreshing, and I don't think you could for the bones of what a Red Bull car has to look like. I don't think they could have done a better job, in my opinion. This is the coolest that it could look like to me.
Okay, interesting. And what do you think, Harrison?
I kind of agree with Ben as well. For me, I do watch a lot of sports other than Formula One. I don't watch a lot of it, but this Red Bull livery on this car is a very classic Red Bull team look. It's on their motorcycles, it's on their planes, it's on everything else that they have, and it just looks like what Red Bull is supposed to look like.
Okay, interesting. So kind of going for that brand recognition across the board, or that brand image. I like it. Awesome. So I guess, or I mean, we could be ready to do our scores on the Red Bull. I mean, so I think I'll go first with that one. Just because I've been watching Formula One for over a decade, and because I have a comparison to make this to, especially because I really did like the Sebastian Vettel era of Red Bull so much. They kind of had that bluish purple going across the whole car, which to me looked really sick. So I think I'm just gonna, it still looks nice, don't get me wrong. So I do like the blue outlines on the wheels as well. So I think I'll just go, this is kind of difficult. I'll go 7. Okay. I'll go 7 out of 10 for this.
All right. I'm going to give this a clean 8. No, wait. Yes, clean 8. Clean 8.
Okay.
I'm sticking with that. I have a logic for, I don't think I can give anything a 10 this year. To be honest, because in my head, I'm like, anything that's a 10 belongs in the Livery Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? And nothing this year belongs in the Livery Hall of Fame, but I would give this an 8, I think.
Okay, that's fair.
I'll also give it an 8.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So a 7 and 2 8s. Not bad. Let me get that average score real quick. I'm terrible at math, so I'm not going to be able to do this offhand. Divide that by 3. Okay, so it's an average score of 7.6. So not bad.
That's fair. That's
not bad for the Red
Bull. Probably
Bull.
belongs.
All right, so let's go on to the Racing Bulls now. So the sister car to the Red Bull. This is Red Bull's junior team. I think this is going to be a pretty divisive livery, I will say. And does someone else want to start us off with this one?
I'm kind of excited about this one.
Okay,
sweet.
All right, let's hear it.
Because this reminds me of, like, when like you're a kid, you're playing video games and you unlock this skin, and then you just like there's an alternate to that skin, and you're like, oh my god, this is
yeah,
sick.
That's so true.
Yeah, this is exactly what this is.
Yeah, this is the unlockable skin.
And I love it.
Yeah,
I think it's so sick.
That is awesome.
I feel like you just sold me. So when I was preparing for this, I put everything in order. Like I numbered everything. I didn't give anything individual numbers. I don't know if I did that wrong, but I had this one pretty low, and like in my bottom 4. But I feel like you just sold me. Like putting it into perspective like that, I'm like, man, I should have looked at this one. This is like the girl in the back of the class when she takes her glasses off and and I'm like, wait a second, I was looking at this car. So come back to me for a number, but I gotta do some thinking.
Okay, so I do love Harrison's perspective on it being the unlockable alternate skin, and I totally get where he's coming from, because playing a lot of racing games, there are those liveries where you can unlock it, whether it be in the dirt games, like an alternate version of Ken Block's livery, or in the grid games, like they had Raven West, and they had like cars were predominantly black and gray, but then you could get a white one. So I do love that comparison. That's actually really good. So things that work for me for the livery, I'm glad they kind of stuck with the white matte kind of look. I do like how they have just the standard Red Bull logo. That Toro Rosso, back when they were that, they used to have a very detailed version of it. I wasn't too big of a fan of that, but they do have that kind of like regular Red Bull logo up on the airbox, which I think looks really clean, really good. The white is good. Parts of it that don't necessarily work for me, I guess, from a side profile, that swoosh that kind of comes over the engine cover and along the side pod that comes to a point where the Ford Racing logo is. From the side profile, I think it really works, but from other certain angles, it kind of looks a little cumbersome, a little blocky. I do like the white wheel covers. I don't know, certain elements.
There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on. I don't like the green Cash App parts of it either. The green is kind of jarring.
Yeah. It reminds me of Kick, and I'm tired of seeing that.
Oh, totally.
I do not want to see that. I'm over that. So anything green or like a little neon, it's like PTSD.
It's PTSD. I feel you on that one. So yeah, I don't know. There's parts of it that really work for me, and then there's other parts of it that just don't. It just feels broken up at the end. I feel like if there was more white at the end of the car too, like without this huge chunk missing with the Ford logo, I feel like it could be so much better.
Yeah, I think I've landed on a number for this one. I had to do some adjusting. It went up 2 spots on my list, but I like this one a lot. I think like I said, I think it's just a lot going on. I think if they ran with one of these ideas a little bit more, I'd probably like it more. But it feels like they try to fit in like it was a creative team that they try to fit in everybody's idea, and it's not bad. But it's overwhelming to look at.
Yeah, I totally get that. So, Harrison, do you want to, since you were excited to talk about this one, do you want to give your final thoughts on it and your rating first?
Yeah. So overall, I really like it. So obviously my number's going to be higher than probably both of yours, but the only thing that knocks it down for me, like you said, is the green, because I have like a top view of the car, and the green just throws the whole flow of the rest of the car off.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay. All right. That's respectable. How about you, Ben?
I'm going to give it a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
6. Very, very good. I'm probably going to have to be in that same camp as the 6. So, it's not terrible. It's not the best on the grid. It does have some cool elements about it, and I feel like it's cool. It's nice that they take kind of more risk than the actual Red Bull team. I really like that because they can kind of go a little bit more extreme with it than the actual like corporate Red Bull, like what that team stands for. So the Racing Bulls is kind of the more, I don't know, kind of out there team. They can kind of do more with it, which is also why I wish they kind of would do a little bit more since they can take
a risk.
those risks.
Yeah.
So
they don't have like an identifiable, I don't want to say brand because obviously they have a brand, but like whatever other word you'd use in that, there's no like go-to look for the sugar-free Red Bull that you think about when you're like, when you think of a Red Bull car, you know exactly what it's going to look like, but they could do something here and like really find a cool corner. And I feel like they're still in their growing phase of finding that.
Absolutely. I totally agree. So our average score for the Racing Bulls was 6.3.
Okay. At least it's not 6.7.
Oh gosh.
Sorry. Man, my goal is to mess with the numbers and have us end up 6.7 on something today.
Oh geez. Well, I hope we can avoid that, but
Man.
Awesome. Man, I don't know why I should have expected that to come up at some point during this episode. All right, let's move on to the Haas. So the first, or I guess in the modern era of Formula One, the first American team. It will no longer be the only American team on the grid this year since Cadillac is joining. But let's talk about the pioneers of modern day Formula One as far as America is concerned. Does anybody want first dibs on the Haas? Okay.
I have notes in my. Should I tell you like what my ranking was? Like not the number, but where it was on my list.
You can. Yeah, when we come to cars, you can like go through that. Sure.
Okay. So this was 4th for me on the list. And in my notes, all I put is GR. I think that looks so fire on this car. Like the Toyota thing is gonna like it just fits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Toyota branding is pretty sweet.
It's just like this is an example of like the sugar-free Red Bull has a lot going on and it doesn't know what direction to run with. And maybe if you took one of the aspects of it away, it would go in a cool direction. Haas has figured that out. It's not too much going on. It's like if that last car took one of the things away and just ran with more white or ran with more of whatever. This is perfect to me. Wow, I like this car more than I thought now that I'm talking about it. Anyways, I'm not gonna keep talking about it. I love this car and it's gonna look so good like swinging by you with all these like okay, I'm gonna stop.
Oh, you can keep going if you want. This is great.
Yeah, that's it pretty much. I'm just gonna say I like it in 10 different ways over and over if you let me keep talking.
Okay. What do you got for us, Harrison?
Come back to me. I'm gonna listen to what you have to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to me, this is a stone cold banger. Like this livery is an absolute winner for me. At every angle I look at this car, it is absolutely stunning. I love how Haas went for full white, like they painted the whole car. It's a glossy finish. It looks so clean. I love the red and black accents. Like when you go to the front wing, I love how everything is in sections. So the inside of the end plates is red. The bottom element is black. The top element's white. Like everything is just so precise and pristine. Like from the side angle, I love how the red stripe starts at the nose, the tip of the nose. It goes over the side pod and continues down the whole car. So from the side profile, it just connects and it works so well. Even though that stripe actually is broken up, it looks like it's one piece together when you're looking at it from the side profile. The GR, the Toyota branding, the red sponsorship on the top of the airbox. It's just everything works. Everything just looks beautiful and clean, and it's just it's so good. Like you said, Ben, it's going to look amazing just flying by on the track. It's going to stand out too.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this one.
Yeah, just
so
it works.
I really like it. And I agree with everything that you guys said. I just wish there was less black.
Really?
I feel like there's not a lot of black.
Yeah, I mean, well, like the whole front of the car, like you have the white top, the red pinstripe, and then the black. I just wish the black was a little bit less. I feel like that white and red Toyota is just iconic.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it the most. Like if you go to the mid section of the car, it's basically all white and red. And I think that just looks so sick.
Yeah.
I wish it could just kind of continue forward.
Interesting. Okay.
But I do like how there's not a single sponsor or brand that looks out of place.
That's so true. I was thinking the same thing. It's just like
Oh,
that
that's
Play
a
and
good
Go has a
point.
little blue,
Yeah.
but it works.
Yeah. It looks really good.
That is a good point. Yeah. I do like how you brought that out because sponsor incorporation to me is like a huge part about what makes a livery like a good livery. Like a bad sponsor can kind of ruin a really good livery, which I'm sure we're going to get to later on in this episode. But a bad sponsor can ruin a good livery. And I do like how you brought that out because the sponsors work, the colors work, how they incorporate everything. It just flows. It's not broken up into any weird chunks or blocks. It's just from the nose to the rear wing. Everything kind of just flows together. It's very concise. So are we ready for our ratings on this one?
Yes.
I
Also,
wanna go
even that
last.
American flag looks so good, like right in the middle, because it's red and white. Like this is made to be, This is a sick car.
I'm gonna go last on this
Okay.
one.
Who went first? Did I go first?
I think you went first. So Harrison can go
Okay.
first on this number.
I'll give this one a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
A 7.
hard to please over here.
I know.
Man, this guy. I'll give it an 8.
Okay. All right. That's a little more respectable, I guess.
It deserves a 9, but I'm giving it an 8. Just I don't know why. Game time
why?
decision.
If it deserves a 9.
Because I'm holding
Because
my
the
9
black.
for something else. I'm holding my 9 for something else.
Interesting. Well, you can give multiple. Oh, you already gave a car an 8, so you do have a couple 8s already out there. I'm giving this car a 10.
Nice.
Really?
It's a 10 out of 10 for me. It's just so crisp, so clean. Most of the car is painted, which I respect. If most of a car is painted, then I'm going to be all over that thing because last year I hated how most cars were all carbon. F1 did introduce a rule where 55% of the car does have to be painted, but the way that Haas did it, it just looks so professional. It's so clean.
Yeah.
So I got to give it props. I also just love it. I love the color combination. I've always loved white with black and red on it. It just looks so good. And as I add up the scores here, that's a 10, 7, and 8 from us, which gives it an average score of 8.3.
Nice. So is that the leader?
I think so far, yeah, that's the leader.
Okay. That's a good leader.
Yeah. I think
only
it's
time they're going to be in the front.
Probably. You're
There's
probably
opening
right.
laps and stuff. Who knows what happens,
and there's also like getting lapped and
also that
safety car shenanigans. Like so,
Norris might sideswipe somebody in turn 1 and just like take out half the grid, and then all of a sudden, you never know.
Absolutely. Then the Haas is leading.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the Audi now. I think this is going to be a very, very interesting car to talk about. Does anybody want to take this one first?
No.
Okay, I will do it.
now I'm scared to say my opinion. I didn't like any of those reactions.
No, it's all opinion based. So we all have our own feelings on these cars, which is good. That's why we're getting an average. So I will take the Audi first. So this car had so much hype around it. They had, I can't even count how many launches they've had for Audi now. They had like the brand launch, then they had kind of like the soft livery launch, and then they had the actual livery launch, which is so weird to me because the launch livery at the beginning looks the same as this one, except now they have all the sponsors on there. But that aside, if I'm just going off of the livery that Audi has presented, things that I like, that lava red looks so cool. That Audi red looks amazing. I love how in certain angles and stuff, it just glows and pops. I think that looks so sick. I love the titanium color that they went with, that silver. It's so kind of like that clinical, clean, like German kind of operation feel, because Audi is very, very straightforward, very kind of like what their goals are as a brand. Like even through motorsport too, they've always been very clinical. And I think that titanium it goes so well with the look. I love how the numbers, the logos, like everything's in that lava red. The air, like inside the side pods, like all the air intakes, all is highlighted by that lava red. I love the Audi logo on the engine cover. I think that looks so sweet. The problem for me with this livery, it's too broken up. It's too chunky. Like you get this nice titanium front end, and then you get to halfway down the side pod, and then it's all chopped up in these weird color blocks with the lava red, with the black too. It doesn't have any flow. It's kind of the exact opposite of the Haas.
Mm-hmm.
The BP looks very jarring also on the little shark fin so it's got a lot of good elements. To me, it's just broken up in very weird ways.
Yeah. I can say I actually want to hear what Harrison has to say. I'm so curious. He's like foaming at the mouth to get out.
Okay. So I love this car.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think it's so sick.
Oh no. I'm in trouble.
That's why I didn't want to say it at all. I probably should have just lied.
No, go for it, man.
I love it's almost like a stainless steel color, silver, and I think that's sick. Again, with like the branding and the sponsors, other than the BP. The BP is ugly. The BP is terrible.
Yeah.
But the other brands and the other sponsors, they're all very cohesive with the color scheme of the car. That the Audi logo on the engine cover and on the rear wing, I think, is sick. It has that like classic, like pretty much all of Audi's cars have that. It's kind of a cheesy thing, but like when you open the door, it shines the Audi light like down on it, like on the ground. But they made it look like that light. It doesn't look like paint.
Interesting.
And I think that's sick.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't really look like paint. Like it does look like actual metal.
I like the sections where they put the lava red color. When you get to the back,
I'm in trouble. My opinion is so not. The more you're talking about, like, oh no.
I wish it just wasn't almost like a straight line to where the silver meets the red.
Yeah.
I wish the red kind of went a little further forward and came down at like an angle to the car.
Do you mean like underneath the side pod or along the whole side of the car?
Oh, the side of the car.
Okay. Yeah, that would look super bold.
Yeah. But other than that, I really like the color scheme of the car, and I think the car looks really good.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, you're entitled to that opinion. Like the Audi to me it's been
wow.
very...
He's like, yeah, but your opinion sucks.
No,
you're allowed to be wrong. Yeah.
A lot of people love the Audi, actually. It's one of those liveries where it's either kind of like you don't like it or you love it. It's one of those down kind of like the middle liveries, but
yeah.
No, I respect what you said about it. And
all right, so we're gonna like move to Mercedes because Ben absolutely hates this car.
No, so I made a point in preparing for this to not look at anybody's opinions on anything. Like I just wanted to look objectively at the car, spend time, get to know them a little bit. I did not have a good experience getting to know this car. Just here's a side. Colors are fine. Like they're okay. It looks like the back. This is like a quarter McLaren. Like the back half is like they just chopped a McLaren. I don't know if it's my phone, but that looks like kind of orange. And then put that on the back of like a stainless steel fork. It kind of feels like to me, if you had like an elementary school competition of like, all right, everybody design a Formula One car, this is what would win. This design.
Oh no.
Like the colors are fine, but like, dude, boring. Sorry. Like I just can't. Like what is going on? This is like somebody was hungover and this was due the next day, and it was like, oh, I don't know, just take the McLaren's popular, take the back quarter of that, and then shove silver's cool, right? And like I don't know. That being said, I respect your guys' opinions, but this is just me being honest, and it's good for the podcast to have somebody being honest. So, I'm just telling you how I feel.
And that changes my perspective a little bit. Down that you said they just chopped the back end of McLaren, slapped it on there.
It's not orange. It's not orange.
It's not orange. This picture makes it look orange, so I actually had to look up
orange.
I had to look up another picture of it to see what color it actually was when you said red. I was like, this is orange. Dude.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I didn't know this was a lava red. I thought this was
That's
papaya.
what Audi calls it. They call it lava red. That is their words, not
Well, they could
mine.
call it purple.
But if you do look up If you do look up another picture, it does look red.
Yeah, in the daylight especially, it looks pretty red.
And I liked it more when I thought it was orange.
Oh, it's super red. Oh, wow.
Yeah, see, it totally, these images, like the launch ones, totally trick you.
Yeah, what the heck? Do they take it with like a super flash? Why is it? Anyways.
Because that looks bright orange.
Yeah.
It really does. So, this is going to be a really interesting one for our rankings. So, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
And this is me. Yeah, I do actually. That's the number that I have written down.
3?
I gave it a 3.
Whoa. Okay. Wow. Ben really hitting hard on this one.
Yeah, I do not like it.
Okay.
And surprisingly, there's one lower. I'll tell you.
Jeez. Okay. I'm gonna go a little bit nicer with this one. I'm gonna give it a 5. I think it's kind of like in the middle of the road because I love the colors. It's just a little choppy for me, so I'm just gonna go straight down the middle and give it a 5.
I'm gonna give it a 6. I wish it was orange. It would have been better if it was orange. But
Okay.
I'll give it a 6.
All right. So that is a 5, a 6, and a 3. My goodness. Jeez. That gives the Audi an average rating of 4.6. So
I'm okay with that.
The lowest car. Harrison, you could have like juiced the numbers. If you would have given the Audi a 10, it would have brought it up like a little bit higher.
No.
Then we would have just been fighting like whoever gives it a low rating, the other person gives it a 10 no matter what.
Yeah, we're all trying to juice our favorite liveries.
Yeah. And tank the ones we don't like.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys for those opinions and being honest. I appreciate it. So we can now move on to the Mercedes. I think I went first last time, so who wants to go in on this livery first?
I'm going to go last.
I can do this one.
Okay, so Harrison's going last, Ben's going first.
I'll go first because I probably have the least opinions about this car. This black, it's played out, I'm bored. There's no risks being taken, and it looks nice. But like I looked at this car and immediately wanted to click away because I'm like, okay, they did a very similar thing. I like the like gills on the side or whatever you'd call that. Those like 4 silver things. That's cool, but I'm just
the Adidas look to it.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was an actual Adidas sponsor for a second.
It's not, yes, but it looks like it.
It would have been cooler if it was, to be honest, actually. But I don't know. I'm just a little bit bored of the black, and I'd like to see more silver. So
I totally feel that. I agree with you on wanting to see more silver because Mercedes is referred to as the Silver Arrows. And man, from the front, this car looks fantastic, I think. I love the black wing, and I love how the car is predominantly silver. I think those teal green kind of highlights work so good from the front angle of this car, how it all like ties into the whole thing, even going to the rear wing. But it kind of falls apart for me on the side angle. Like the more you go down the car, like how it's just broken up into those chunks, like it looks like the Adidas logo. It does not work for me. The stripe that just kind of has those hard angles that comes down on the side pod, it goes over the Petronas logo. Not a fan of that. I don't like how it's mostly black on the side pod. The Mercedes logos on the engine cover don't work for me. It's just, why can't Mercedes just go back to their all silver look? They're just known for that. They're famous for that. And I think the car works so well when it is that silverish color. And I also miss when back when Hamilton was on the team, George Russell, they had those super colorful numbers. Like Hamilton was that super bright yellow for the numbers and George Russell was that bright blue. And they don't have that anymore either. So like now the numbers don't even pop on the car. So I don't know. It's not a super fun livery for me. And I think Mercedes were kind of playing it safe. To me, this team, they were like, how can we put the most silver on the car by fulfilling the 55% rule? They're kind of just like,
probably true, actually.
Yeah, they're just like, let's go to the play to the very minimum and let's just satisfy the regulation and then move on with it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm so curious to hear what Harrison has to say.
So even though I don't watch F1 like the both of you, I still have watched at least a handful of races every year. So I still know what all the cars look like. And for me, this Mercedes is so boring.
Yeah. I'm glad we're all on the same page with this one.
This car looks the same that it's looked for the past years. The same.
Yeah.
Like you both were saying, like, take some risks. I understand that they're called the Silver Arrow, but if you did want to take a risk, I would appreciate if Mercedes went with a car that was the majority of the teal color.
Whoa.
Like, use
better than black. Yeah.
Yeah, use that teal color to make it pop. Because if you look at a bunch of the other teams in their cars, they have bright colors, they pop, it looks super sick. And if they used this color that really nobody else has, it would look really, really good.
Okay.
Get rid of the black.
Take.
Yeah, get rid of the black. Use the teal, use the silver.
So how would you incorporate more of the teal? Super curious. Like, would you do kind of like, would you incorporate like half the car that color, or?
Yeah, I would like leave the top like that silver color because you got those teal logos in there. But then have that teal color leak down like the side of the car, like on your intakes. Like it has a little bit of the teal, but make the whole the inside of the intake teal. Even on the side intakes, make them all teal.
Teal. Make it teal. I want it teal.
Make it teal. No, that would.
And I think it would just look sick. But also, the Microsoft logo throws off every single color on the car.
Yeah, that's the worst logo to have on your car.
So hard. It's such a harsh logo because it's 4 colors.
It's pretty hideous.
There's nothing.
Wow, this
logo can sit on. There's nothing that logo can sit on that it would be cohesive.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah, I think there. So when we looked at the Haas and we talked about that red line that goes from the front all the way to the back so seamlessly, this is the opposite end of the spectrum where like this line does not know what it's doing. It's trying to get somewhere and doesn't. It's making all the wrong turns, and then it's like, oh, okay, here's the back. And also, there's too many patterns like that, like Mercedes speckled thing on the back, and then these stripes, and it's just like too much going on. I think what's it called? Bang blindness? Maybe I have it, but you know when someone has bangs and like they just look bad, or like when they have eyebrow blindness, but they've looked at them so many times that they don't know they look bad.
Right? Yeah.
This car has everything blindness. It has black blindness. It has like sponsorship blindness. Like they are lost. They need a new creative team, and it should be us.
Yeah, totally. I think it should be
Harrison at the helm, apparently.
And did the sponsorships? You know, I'm big on the brands of the sponsorships.
Yeah,
they look like stickers. It looks like somebody came in and was just like,
yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, I feel that. There's like, where can this fit where it's not like blocking one of the other logos?
But let's make the Microsoft one stick out the most.
Oh, it's so true. Like that's all I'm looking at now is
they probably pay for that spot. Like, when they're doing like deals with these teams, they're probably like bartering on where they want their logo to go, right?
Oh yeah.
So they probably paid like $17 trillion for that spot.
Sometimes with how much a sponsor is paying, they'll have a lot of say on where the logo goes, and also if they're going to use their full color logo or their white logo, because you know how some brands will use like an all white text.
Yeah.
Some brands don't allow that, so you have to use their full color logo.
Is there like an option to like work with the team? Like if Windows was like, oh, let's change the color of the windows, like let's leave the Microsoft white like it is, but let's make the windows like silver and teal. 2 teal squares and 2 silver squares.
Oh, interesting. That would actually be cool, but there's no way.
There's no way they would go for that.
That'd be like the Google Chrome on the McLaren if they like change the colors in the O. Like there's just
because like nobody would be like, what is that?
Yeah,
but it still says Microsoft, and everyone knows what that is.
That's true.
That's true. But you know how like corporations are, there's like, well, we don't want any brand confusion.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, so just leave it ugly. I get it.
The point of it, the point of it being abrasive and ugly and popping so hard is that people talk about it more and they get more whatever. We're talking about it for like 5 minutes right now, so they're getting what they want.
Oh no.
If they made it silver and teal or whatever, we wouldn't be talking about it. So there's no way they would pay for that.
Yeah, this podcast is not sponsored by Microsoft, unfortunately.
Yeah, I live like 10 minutes from the headquarters, so
if you do want to sponsor this podcast, Microsoft, hit me up. Doubt they're listening, but I think we're ready for the scores, and I'll take this one first. I'm gonna give this one, I think. Oh, geez, what do we do? I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm going for a 4.
That's already too high.
Wow. Okay. yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's not, I don't think it's horrible, but at the same time, like, it's so bland. It's so boring. So 4 it is.
I'm going to give this one probably a 2.
Oh,
Nice.
jeez.
Okay. Okay.
Just for the reason that it looks the same for the last, I don't even know how long. It looks the same to me.
Yeah.
And it's
And not in a good
no
way.
risks.
Like, it's not the same livery that looks like a banger. It's the same livery that looks dull.
It's not like, oh,
Yeah.
this is so iconic, they have to keep this. No, it's boring.
No kid, unless you're like a Mercedes fiend for some reason, which is, you know, no kid is gonna want this on their, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I love that car. That's so cool. And then they're gonna play with it. No one's playing with this car. I was gonna give it a 5, but the more that we've just kind of like really beaten up on it, I'm gonna give it a 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I want it to be better.
Like what you were saying about like the kid not wanting it.
Yeah.
That is like the one car that I did not buy, like the Lego version.
Yeah.
Formula 1 cars that I didn't buy.
Yeah, it's just boring.
Wow. So it's actually got truth.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. You know what? Can I change mine?
Sure.
All right, give it a 3.
Okay, give it a 3. Let me redo the averages here. So that's a 4, a 2, and now a 3. This is going to be horrible. Okay, so the average before you changed it, Ben, was a 3.3. After you changed it, it's just a solid 3.
Nice.
Now
That's
across
where it
the board.
belongs.
It's well deserved.
So, yeah, Mercedes is a solid 3. That's definitely the lowest so far is the Mercedes. I actually did not expect that. I thought one of us was actually going to like that car, but we all hated it.
Yeah. We needed a car like that where we could all just collectively dogpile it after the
all just like dunk on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that was a great discussion on the Mercedes. A lot of good constructive criticism. I thought it wasn't all just hate. We had some ideas too that we brought forward. That's what you get with the Ferrari Fan Club podcast. We'll also bring a solution, not just the problems. All right. So now we're going to move on to a car that I am a little nervous for all three of us to talk about. And it's because it is a team that is near and dear to my heart. It is Ferrari. It's what the whole podcast is based off of. I don't think I should go first on this car.
Why?
Just because of the circumstances.
You go first.
You guys really want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. I'll do it. Okay. So, Ferrari. I'm going to start with the things that I like first. So, I love the return to gloss red. I've been asking for this for years. I really liked it when they did the matte finish the first couple of years. I was like, oh, that's fun. That's new. That's different for Ferrari. And then they kept going with it like year after year. Matte. I'm just like, can we go back to like, it was fun for a couple of years, but can we go back to, when Ferrari was like that bright, glossy red, and they've finally done it. And the red, to me, the color looks fantastic. Bright, glossy red. Looks so good. I love how the numbers are super bold font. They're white. They're easy to see. So to me, I think all of that looks really good. I do have the wings that are black. It doesn't bother me so much, but now that Ferrari has gone this direction with having a little bit more white on the car because they have this huge thing of white, man, I really wish that they kind of would have maybe gone with more red on the wings just to give us that beautiful red color a little bit more time to look at. So again, the black parts don't bother me. Black and red can look really, really sick together. It's just that all of the front wing and all of the rear wing are black. So I wish they would have maybe incorporated a little bit more red on those, maybe on the end plates of both the front and rear wing. And I do actually love the white part of this car because it kind of reminds me of the Niki Lauda era of Formula One, where I
was just gonna say that
had that like big portion of white over the cockpit and all this kind of stuff. And to me, though, if you're gonna do that, I feel like on the shark fin or something around this area, they should have had the Italian striping. They should have had like the Italian colors somewhere on that white part of the car to give it more of that throwback look. I love the little pinstripe that goes around the white chunk of the car. From the top down angle, it's not my absolute favorite, but from the side profile and front on of the car too, I think looks pretty stunning. And I've been delaying because I have to talk about HP. I've been procrastinating talking about that. A lot of people have been hating on Ferrari and this car for incorporating HP. And yeah, it's like they're paying a lot of money. They want the blue color, and I understand that. I wish they could have done something different with the logo. Like, why can't they just use the white version of the HP logo? It exists. It's on their electronics, or the black version. It would look so much better if it wasn't blue. I will give the people that, but it doesn't bother me as much as other people. Like, I don't know, like a lot of people are really hating on it, but it doesn't bug me as much because I feel like the rest of the car looks so solid. Yes, I wish some things were different, but I don't know, the HP doesn't irritate me as much as a lot of other people I've seen on social media.
There could be worse logos to
Yes, it could be Microsoft.
It could be Microsoft. It could be Google Chrome. But yeah, I feel similarly. The glossy red is awesome. I love that like there's a black frame lining the entire edge of the car. You know what I mean? And it pops because of how red it is. Like it looks like the car is framed really nicely. And some of them sometimes like a little bit of the silver will pull over into the front wing or something where like kind of stops that. There's just something, I don't know if it's like some OCD in my brain that feels nice.
Oh yeah, I see that. That's good.
I also think that the white is pretty, like at first I was like, oh, I don't like this car because of the white. But the more I've looked at it and then like looked back at cars from like the 70s and like 80s, I'm like, okay, this is kind of an homage historically. And also I think this was their attempt to have the HP logo not sit so abrasively. It's like, okay, if you don't want the HP bleeding through the red, how about we do a little bit of like this and then we put it in there? You know, a little bit of the, anyways.
Absolutely, that was a tactic from Ferrari because they had it kind of when HP first came on board, it was very jarring.
Yeah.
So this was an attempt to kind of like break it apart from the red.
Yeah. I love that the halo's black also. They could have very easily made that white and then it would have been like too much.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think that's a nice like way to cut it up a little bit. I don't have a lot of complaints. Ferrari's a simple car to talk about. You know what it's kind of going to look like. It's either going to be a different finish or there's going to be a little bit of a Parmesan cheese on top, mozzarella, but I like the car.
So you like how black the wings are?
I do, because it frames the car nicely.
Okay, gotcha.
If it didn't go all the way around, I wouldn't. But because it goes all the way around and like how just black the tires are and like they don't have some white cover or something on it, that works on other cars. But on this one, it's just nice.
Yeah, I see that for sure. Harrison, you've been awfully quiet.
So I love like Ferrari red. Like I love all that on the car, like the shell with the yellow. I think that's sick, but I absolutely wish there was zero white on this car.
Okay.
I wish that like the wing tips where it says V power, I wish the wing tips were yellow. I wish the whole white section.
That would be sick.
Yeah, I wish the white section of the whole car right there was yellow.
Oh dang.
And I wish the wing tips on the front were yellow.
Is it potentially gonna move into a McDonald's-y direction though?
No, but it's okay. But like that, because that classic Ferrari. When you think of a Ferrari, you either think of red or you think of yellow. Those are the two colors.
Yep.
And if it was that, I think it would look sick. Maybe not make the whole top of the car where it's white yellow, but give it some yellow accents, like what I was saying on both the wingtips. Like just incorporate that classic, beautiful yellow Ferrari look.
Oh, dude, yeah, I would love it.
Because this white, kind of reminds me of the Marlboro car.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not like those?
No, I love them.
Okay,
they're great.
Yeah,
but
he's like, I'm just trying to stop smoking, and it really gets me. Every time I see this car, I gotta open one up.
Because this doesn't remind me of the Ferrari Marlboro. It reminds me of the McLaren one, and the McLaren one was the majority of white, and it was sick. I loved it. But I just wish there was more yellow on this car. because the only yellow on this thing is the Shell logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that for sure. And to go in on Harrison's yellow point, I would love it if the car was predominantly red with yellow accents. I think that could look super cool. They've had a couple throwback, or not throwback, they've had special edition Italian Grand Prix liveries that have more yellow in it because that is the color of the city where Enzo is from. So to incorporate more of that would look really cool because that's what all the other Ferrari race cars do. Like the car that races at Le Mans, the 499P, the car that's in the World Endurance Championship, is red with yellow accents. The car that races in GT3 Europe, like the Europe Challenge, it's red with yellow accents. So I'm like, if the Formula One car did that too, it would kind of tie all of the racing branches of Ferrari together.
That would be sick.
So don't be mad at me, Xander, but I took this car and I made all the white sections yellow.
ChatGPT, can you?
I needed to see it for myself.
Oh my gosh, I need to see this.
What it would actually look like, and I think it's freaking sick.
Oh wow, that does look pretty cool, actually. Though
it's got to be yellow.
Can you text that to me?
Yeah, it's got to be yellow.
I want to see that, dude.
I just sent it to you both.
I like the yellow wing accents and stuff, but once you put yellow right in the middle, I picture Ronald McDonald driving that car.
Yeah, if you remove the HP logo, it's going to look a lot better, of course. But dude, I'm kind of
actually looking at it in this picture. This looks sick.
I'm kind of in love with the
yeah.
I'm kind of in love with the yellow accents on the end plates, like the wings, dude. Like you said, maybe shrink the yellow kind of around the cockpit.
Yeah, maybe not make that the whole thing yellow, but just make it somewhere yellow right there.
Dude, I'm not mad at this at all. This is not
just don't make the halo. Don't make the halo.
Right, keep
yellow.
that black.
That would look like McDonald's.
No, this doesn't upset me at all. I'm in love with the wings, the front and rear wing having that yellow on there. I think that's a super nice touch. I like that. That is super nice. All right, are we ready for our numbers for this one?
Yes.
Okay, so I am going to give the Ferrari. Oh gosh, what do I do? This one is so divisive for me. It's so difficult.
Yeah, no one's gonna believe you.
No one's gonna believe me. Oh man. Oh, this is so challenging. I think I'm so tempted to give it an 8, but I feel like with the HP logo and some of the things that we mentioned, I feel like I have to give it a 7. I mean, I'm going to stick with that. Before I change my mind, give it an 8. Somebody please take over.
Wait, I just sent this to the group chat. Can you see?
Oh my gosh, you put Ronald in there.
Come on, bro. Dude, no.
The disrespect.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you can't do that.
It is a cool idea. I'm not hating on your idea.
Well, thank you, Ben, for joining the podcast.
Yeah, all right, see you guys. I'll give my number. I also have an 8. In my notes, all I put is that Ferrari can't be lower than my 3rd on the list on principle. So
wow, okay, on principle,
8,
and a principled 8.
Yeah.
And Harrison,
I'll give it a 7.
All right, 2 7s and an 8. I for sure thought that you guys were going to go a little bit harder on the Ferrari, which I'm grateful that it's going to get a pretty good average score, I think. So it's 7.3. 7.3, so not bad.
What's currently the highest?
Let's
Haas?
see. It's still the Haas, yeah.
Haas, yeah.
All right, so I think the next car is going to be a lot more divisive than the Ferrari. We're going to talk about the Alpine.
Okay.
And let's see, Ben, do you wanna go on this one first?
You guys know how I feel about this car.
I don't.
Okay.
I do.
This car to me, this is I know objective, I can wrap my head around why this is ugly. All right. It's my type of ugly though. I love it. I love everything about both these colors. I love the way that it doesn't make sense. And it does make sense at the same time. There's just a lot going on. The halo being pink, the pink and blue, I don't even have a lot to say about it. All I wrote is fun, tasteful, and to me, it's timeless.
Okay, wow, timeless.
I feel like it almost doesn't matter what they're going to do with this car. And also, it's nice to have some pink on the grid. I'm not going to put too many more words into it. I just like this car.
Okay.
Maybe less. Okay, let me put some more words into it, actually. Maybe, on the nose, that's a lot of pink. I would like if they did something more creative there. That just kind of looks like a pink surfboard sitting on top of a blue car. But it's not my favorite one that they've done, but I like it.
And what do you like? I just am so curious to get your thoughts on the blue that they went with to go with the pink. Like, are you a fan of that too, or?
I am actually, because even though it doesn't really make sense, like I said, it like scratches a part of my brain that does make sense. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I don't know. I know I'm gonna be alone in this one, but
Well, maybe not. Maybe not. We haven't heard what Harrison thinks.
I understand like why they have to go with this color scheme because their main sponsor is this color.
Yeah.
But I like the risk taking factor of this car. Because you really have to work hard to make pink on a car look good. It's not an easy task. And I think that they did pretty good by not overdoing it with the pink and incorporating that nice blue to kind of break it up a little bit. Because if they did any more pink, it would just be kind of an eyesore.
yeah.
So overall, I think they did a pretty good job with the colors that they have to use.
Okay, looking at it objectively, I respect that. So
I'm excited to hear this.
I hate these two colors together.
Yeah, the gender reveal car.
It kind of like the pink that they went with and the blue that they went with. To me, just it's such a clash. I don't like it. As soon as I saw the Alpine, like a few years ago, I think it's like their third season now. But when they first had the tweet where it's like Alpine is partnering with BWT as sponsor, I was like, no, oh no. Because I knew what was going to happen, because the first iteration of Alpine that we got was beautiful. The first Alpine was that electric blue, and they incorporated the French flag colors at the very end with the A, like how they would all like have the French colors after the A on the engine cover. It looked so pretty. So I'm like, after getting that first Alpine, my expectations were just through the roof. So like, that car is stunning. And then year after year, after BWT's been part of it, we've had this super garish blue and pink kind of car. The BWT, those big huge letters on the side pod, just does not work for me. I don't like how it's just set on only the blue. It's the Alpine logo, the white logo. It's just in this kind of like chevron or this little slash of pink at the end there. It's the halo's pink, so it makes the car look way taller than it has to be. It's just, man,
I get it. Everything you're saying, what's funny is I agree with you. There's just something about it. I think it's fun. I think that's the thing, is like a lot of the cars take themselves really, really seriously. They try to, be as elegant and whatever. This is the one car that I'm like, they're just going to have fun. And I think the grid needs one of those cars that's just kind of goofy. And this is my goofy car that I like.
Okay. I mean, I hope Alpine has fun. I mean, they've been a disaster of a team the last few
all
years.
they can do is have fun. So,
I mean, they have Mercedes engines now, so maybe they will have a little more fun.
Maybe.
Yeah, if the car was all pink, like, I would love it. I would actually love it. If they just went all pink, I think it would look great. Because then it would be like, oh, wow, that's an all pink car. Kind of like when Force India was sponsored by BWT, the car was mostly pink and white. And to me, that looked great.
Yeah. And
now it's this kind of halfway house, odd, weird kind of design. I don't know. It's just we also like all the kit, like the fan kit. Like if anybody was gonna buy Alpine merch, I
know. You can't do that.
I feel sorry for like the two fans that they have.
Yeah, both
like
of
the
them.
two fans that Alpine have. It's like,
well, at least they can hug each other in their pink and blue shirts. And
yeah, true. It's just, it's all bad all the way.
The one thing I will say from a design perspective, I love the colors. From a design perspective, the halo being pink and then it just like stops, like it just hits a wall, and then it's like it doesn't naturally flow into the rest of the car. And then it looks like the back half of the car, they like splatter painted pink onto the blue with these logos. Like they just kind of chucked it and it landed where it landed. That's me being jarring. Saying my harsh, being honest stuff about it. But.
Interesting. Yeah, it is pretty jarring. You're right when it comes to that. So are we ready for our numbers?
I am.
Ben, let's have yours first.
Okay. I give it a 6.
Okay. All right. 6. It's pretty good. Harrison?
I'm gonna give it a 5 just because I really didn't have like an opinion like we have been having the whole time. It was kind of just like, oh, they did really good for what they had. So I'll give them a midway point.
All right. That's respectable. Let's see. I have to go look at back some of my other numbers because I feel like I can't go rock bottom with this because yes, there's at least bold and they are at least putting color on the grid, so I have to give them props for that. So let's see. I will put this a 3. I'll do a 3.
That's fair.
So our average for this car is a 3, a 5, and a 6. So that puts us at a 4.6.
Okay.
Did
that makes sense.
Score higher than? I think there was another one that had a 4.
It's tied with the Audi, which is very interesting.
Oh no! Wait, I'm gonna give it a 10. Just kidding.
We already have 6 locked in. We can't go back.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got through the Alpine. So from one blue car to another, we're gonna go to the Williams. And I think I'll start us off with this one. I am a fan of this car. I have loved Williams' last couple of liveries, the last couple of years. I love the different colors of blue. I think it looks super clean. I love the like white highlights and the front wing, the bottom element has white all the way across. I think that looks so good from the side profile. You got that Komatsu sponsor. And then it kind of goes white into the rear wing as well. So it makes it less blocky and kind of makes it look like almost a stripe. It connects. I do like the light blue too. I like these different chunks of color. This has been a super divisive livery as well, but I like what they did with this. And this is also because they had to do this for their sponsors. And I think Williams probably did it the best. If you're forced to color a sponsor, I think Williams were the team that really implemented it the best. Of course, they have the classic Duracell sponsor that looks like the battery. They've had that for a while. That's always such a cool thing to me. I love the colors that they went with. The different blues. I just think it does look so clean. I love the pinstripe around the nose, how it's got a little bit of that white, a little bit of red. I just think everything about this car pops in some of the best ways. If I was going to critique it, I hate the wheels with the casino branding. I think that looks stupid. But everything else, I'm just like, geez, this car to me is just, it's so clean. I love it.
Yeah.
How do other
Harrison,
people feel about this
give it
car?
a go?
Yeah, sure.
Oh boy.
It's a lot of exhaling.
Yeah. I really like the car. I do. I love all the blues. The only thing I don't like about the main like 3 sponsorships that are on the side of the car, I don't like how it's almost broken up in little windows. I don't really. I think they could have done a little bit of a better way, but even taking out that little black stripe between the two and just blending the 2 colors together, I think that would have looked better.
That would have been cool, like a fade.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, like a gradient.
Yeah.
The Duracell battery, I hate it.
Oh.
So
Whoa!
yeah, so like, yeah, I see what you're trying to do because that's the shape of a battery, but that root beer brown color right on the top of the car, the intake, looks so bad with all with all the blue and everything.
That's true. That is true.
Like
Okay, I see
now
where you're coming from.
you were trying to be creative, but it looked like you were trying a little bit too hard to like hide something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
But the wheel covers, I think, are super sick.
Oh, okay. You like the casino look.
I do, because when that car is going full speed down the track, those colors are going to blend and you're going to see that when it's spinning. And I think it's going to look really cool.
Okay. So we're the exact opposite. I like the battery sponsor. You don't. I don't like the wheels and you do. So we're like exactly flipped. Is Ben going to be the great mediator? Is he going to come and like combine our elements, or is he just going to go left field with this?
I think that there's too many different types of blue on this car. The Komatsu is a different blue than the blue of the actual physical car. The background of the Barclays is a different color of blue. Like, it's just like pick 1, maybe pick 2. Don't do 3, dude. Like I'm lost.
Okay,
You know what I mean? Like, I think I like the the Barclays color and the actual physical color of the car together, but then it's just too many different colors. And then on top of that, you got 3 different blues. Now you're gonna do purple on the wheels. Like that, like you're trying to do too many things at the same time. At least they're all in the same corner of the color wheel, so it's not like that abrasive. It's not like purple, yellow, green, brown, but it's still just do one or the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. And I think another reason why I like this livery so much is because it kind of goes back to the early 2000s of Williams when they had a lot of blue and white on the car. They had kind of like that darker blue with white, and it kind of was went back in when they were with BMW as an engine supplier. And I just thought that era was so cool. So I think it's kind of what makes me like it a little bit more is just hearkening back to that. But okay, very interesting.
Yeah.
Very
I could get
interesting opinions.
behind multiple blues if it feels like it's for a creative reason. This just feels like multiple blues because you have sponsorship things you
Yeah.
have to do. It's not creative. It's, oh, I signed a contract, so here, let's add this blue. Oh, I signed this contract, so here, let's add this blue as well. Where do we put it? I like that they put it on the side. It's creative. I actually like that it's framed. But I don't know. I think also the wheel covers, I'm so torn. I have to see it on the track. I would have preferred if it was, instead of purple, it was blue. Then I would have liked it probably more.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan of the battery. I think the battery's cool.
There we go. So 2 for the battery. All
Yeah.
right. Are we ready to give our numbers for this?
Yes.
Okay. So for me, for the Williams, I think I'm going to have to give this. What do I do with this?
Drum roll.
I feel like I have to give this livery an 8.
Wow.
I like it a lot. It's clean. I like
this
it.
Is on Red Bull par for you.
I gave Red Bull a 7, so I like it more.
Oh, okay.
I like it more than the Red
Wow.
Bull.
Whoa.
I love your hot takes.
Hot takes.
Dude, I love your hot takes, man.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. It's a good livery.
I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay. I'll take that.
I had a number written down, and I almost allowed myself to be swayed, but I have been swayed a lot already, and I have to let my yes mean yes. I'm giving this Williams a 4.
Oh, blasphemy.
I know.
Dude, that's like way out of nowhere.
Yeah.
What?
This was 9th for me on my list when I made this yesterday. It was bottom 3.
Man, so that puts it at a 6.3.
Oh man, I wanted that 6.7 so bad. I was try it. What's the math of mine's a 5? I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's hilarious. So that's a 6.3. Man, I really, really liked it. It's another thing I've noticed is none of us have given a 9 yet.
You gave it 10 though, right?
I gave it 10. There's one 10 out there, but no 9s.
I got a 9 on the way.
Okay, all right.
Maybe a 10. I got to see how I'm feeling.
Oh man, looking forward to it. So yeah, Williams was definitely a bit divisive for sure amongst the fans and us. But man, I really like it. I think though it is time to move on to another one where I think it could get kind of heated. And we're going to go to the Cadillac. We're going to talk about the brand new team on the grid and talk about Cadillac. Anybody want to take this one first?
I just have a question. I don't want to go first. I just have a question.
What's your question?
Is this picture that you sent of the 2 cars back to back to each other, is that just showing me both sides of the car, or does the other teammate's car look like that versus that?
No, it's the 2 different sides. So it's one car. 2 different sides.
Okay. That's my question. All right.
Okay. So does anybody want to take this car first?
I don't want to.
Okay.
But I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh, Ben's going to do it. Okay.
All right. This car, I don't know if it's these pictures. I don't know. Because, I mean, some of the other cars, their pictures are not good. Like the McLaren, the car's dusty in that picture. And that being said, picture doesn't matter. Because, that's just but I think these pictures sway me a little bit. This car looks fresh. It's classy. This is, of all the cars, this is the sexiest car, if I could give it a word.
Whoa.
It's just I'm excited to watch this car go around. I love that the 2 sides are different. I love this is what Mercedes should have been doing. Find creative things to do with the silver. And Cadillac comes in and off rip is oh, here, Mercedes, let us show you what you're supposed to do with silver. And it's just I love it. I love it. I could talk about it for a long time. But
it's white on track though.
I just love it. Either way, white, whatever, I'm with it.
Okay. All right. So Ben coming in strong. Harrison, do you want to take any stabs at this car?
Yeah, so I love it.
Okay.
I think it looks super sick. I think it's very classy looking. It's just a very, like, I feel like everyone to the event showed up underdressed except for this.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I think this is the guy that showed up in the tuxedo while everyone else showed up in jeans.
That's so true. That's so true.
It's a very classy look, and it's very clean. All their lines are good. Their logo placements are good. All the colors are cohesive. And there's no, from what I'm looking at, I can't find a brand or sponsor that looks out of place or is a jarring color.
I'll give them that. You're right about that.
Like the only one that has the color is the TWG on the front with that little green, and then the one below it with a little bit of red. But that all flows with the car, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah, I'll give you that. The sponsor integration is really good. So my thoughts on this car, I do not like it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a polarizing car for sure. It's like,
I was so excited to see the launch of Cadillac. Because I was like, oh, Cadillac, man, they're gonna go like so bold with their colors and stuff on the grid. Like, it's gonna be so great. I watch a lot of endurance racing, and Cadillac also is in endurance. So they race in the World Endurance Championship, they race in IMSA, and they've always had these kind of cool, standout, bold liveries. Like in the World Endurance Championship, they're gold and white, and IMSA they've had a yellow one, they've had a blue one, they've had like a chrome one, and it's they've always had these so like really cool liveries in endurance racing. And then we get to the Formula One launch, and I'm just like, seriously, like white and black? Like we have so much black on the grid. We have so much white. It's just like Haas did the white thing, and they've done it better than everybody else. Like, to me, no one's going to beat that white livery. So anything else that comes out that's white to me is just like, okay, like we have enough white, guys. We have enough black. Like, why didn't they go with the color that's not on the grid? Like yellow.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like why didn't they do yellow?
Cadillac, it's like but white and black are classy colors, and Cadillac owns that a little bit. Like when people talk about Cadillac and say Cadillac, it's a classy thing.
Yeah, I get that. It's true, and I do like. Oh, go ahead.
If anyone's allowed to use a lot of white and black, I feel like it's them.
I
have a reasoning for why I think they're doing white and black.
Okay.
I think they're a new team. They're trying to establish because Haas is an American team. Haas isn't marketing to Americans in the Super Bowl to try to collect fans.
Right.
This is their first livery. This is them trying to collect the fan base of America and say, we are your team. This is the safest thing to do. If you go bright yellow, some girl or guy that's like kind of getting into Formula One, maybe they just don't like the car. And then, like you're establishing brand like whatever. And this, you got to go safe from a business standpoint off rip. You can take a risk, but you're going to get you're going to get a third of the fan base when maybe you can do something a little bit broader and get 2/3 of this call. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I totally understand that perspective. It's just that to me, it's like, if you really want to stand out, right? Because this car is going to be at the back of the grid. Like, they're going to be at the back because if they're a new team, that's just what it's going to be. So I feel like if you would have went with a bold color, at least we'd be able to see the darn thing. Because at the back of the grid, when we have this swarm of Formula One cars, right? We already got the Mercedes, it's black, and we got the Haas, it's white. This swarm of cars, like, we're not even going to be able to see the Cadillac in the beginning of the race.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
The only time we're going to be able to see this car is when it's getting lapped, like, by the rest of the field.
I understand why you're saying that, but they're a new team. They have no choice. That's really hard. That's hard to keep up with everybody, like when you're coming in for the first time.
It's just, to me, it's like they would have stood out more if they were yellow. Like, you would have been, oh, that's the Cadillac right there, because no other car is yellow.
No, I think they did a good job.
Because yellow is.
Sorry, I just saw the Jim Beam sponsor on the side of it. Sick.
He's even more sold.
Yeah, that's like an extra point.
He's gonna leave this call and get a pack of Marlboros and some Jim Beam, and go to McDonald's in his red and yellow Ferrari.
Oh man, baller
move. I think there's so much to be said. There's so much to acknowledge of like why they did things they did. I think there's also a universe where maybe they do a yellow car and then they're at the back of the grid constantly, and then it's like, oh, there's that goofy yellow car that sucks. Versus, oh, there's that sexy car that like, you know what I mean?
Oh man, but yellow is in their color house. It's in their logo too. Like they could use it.
Do you know for a fact that they're gonna suck? What if they just come out of the gate swinging?
That would be like one of the most surprising things of the season. If Cadillac comes with the first race in Australia and score points. Like if they score points in Australia.
Nobody thought the Seahawks were gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
That's true.
Nobody.
That's true.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
So, but it's just how Formula One is though, right? They got everything is so new. Like if they score points in Australia, I would be so surprised.
Yeah.
I would be blown away if they score points.
I would be too.
I believe it's my favorite F1 team. Now I'm going to watch.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I think the fact that they have two separate sides too is something that we should acknowledge. Like, I think that's a cool creative risk to take.
That's awesome.
There's other teams that have like maybe different sponsorships or whatever, like subtle things. This is like a totally different color scheme on the other side of the car. Not color scheme, color whatever.
Interesting. But
and these pictures are just gorgeous. The sun coming through like that.
So good, dude.
I'll give them that.
Can't see it, but
no, the pictures do look really good. I will give them that. I love Cadillac as much as negativity I've had to say about the livery, because I do root for them in IMSA. Like in endurance racing, I love Cadillac. So I do love the brand. I hope they do well in Formula One. So they are. I mean, it's going to be a few years before they actually are using a GM power unit, because they're using Ferrari until they finish theirs. So it's going to be a few years before that. So at least they kind of have a leg up in the engine department. But I hope they do well. I want to see Cadillac do well. It's not a winner for me. It's just not.
I think this is also the first car that like we've talked almost more about like how they're going to perform in the season than the look of the livery.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if we stay objective to the livery, I like it. If I start to think about how they're going to do, maybe my numbers drop a little bit. But if I just look at these,
that's not what it's about.
Yeah, it's just about looks. So who wants to go first on the number?
I'm super going last.
Why?
I want you to go first, Harrison.
Yeah, just
own
it.
You to say.
Just own it, Harrison.
You're
not going to sway your numbers. You got to say it.
You got to go.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rocky on an audio podcast.
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, they both went with scissors for people that are just listening.
One more time. Shoot.
All right, Harrison got paper, Ben got rock, so Ben has to go first.
I am giving this. Let me have a moment. Let me just sit with this for a second. I'm going to give this a 10.
What? What in the world? Oh my gosh.
It doesn't even matter who won that. It's a 10. Jeez. It's a 10 for me.
Oh,
What?
Yeah. Dude.
What the heck? So
it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Now he's going to give it a 1 so that
why wasn't the Haas higher on your guys' list? I'm just mad about the Haas. Like,
no, because
jeez. I'm going to give 2 10s. My goodness. And okay, I'm not gonna take this just because this is already the realm that I was thinking of. So all because you guys gave 2 10s, don't think this is because I'm just reacting.
Oh, here comes the 4
to that.
Yeah, probably
because I do.
I give it a 4.
He's smiling too much.
No, I give it a 1. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay, dude.
You guys are just about to kick me off my own podcast.
And I was about to just leave the room. I'll leave my computer running. Just leave.
I give it a 4.
That's
my actual rating.
God, see, that's why?
Because they didn't go bold enough, I don't think.
It's so classy.
Half the car is a totally... man. I don't know. I respect your right to your opinion.
I don't like it because...
even though you're wrong.
Wow. I don't like how one side is predominantly black either. I don't like that. If the whole car was the same on both sides, I probably would have given it a 6.
Yeah.
Well, just don't look at that half.
Just don't look at that half.
And also stop thinking about how they're going to perform.
On certain corners, though, like on certain tracks, you're only going to see the black side on certain like camera shots. So
yeah,
I'm just like
blink when they show those shots.
Just blink. I don't.
Yeah.
It's a 4. I won't go any higher. I won't go any lower. The average with all of us, it makes it an 8.
Okay.
So your guys' beloved livery is still high up there. It got an 8 still.
Okay.
Dang. So who's winning now?
Still Haas.
Still Haas. So
yeah, that was a tactical move. I think that was a tactical move.
Yeah, totally. He did the math first, and then he picked his. Yeah.
It's like, what number do I have to pick?
I did not do the math.
Oh, yeah. You punch the numbers, and you're like, yeah, this still needs to be below Haas.
Actually, before your guys' case, I was going to give it a 2.
Wow.
Come on, dude.
So you guys brought me up to a 4.
Okay.
At least it doesn't have a Duracell battery on it.
All right. That's a good point, I guess. But let's go on to the McLaren before we devolve any more into this battle.
Okay.
Does anybody want to take the McLaren first?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh no, Ben was about to.
Well, my thing is simple. All I put in my notes is the word yawn. I think that I don't like this car. I used to, and the more I've just kind of sat with looking at it and stuff, I think I was being swayed by the fact that the same way Xander was swayed the last one about how the team is bad. I think I get swayed.
No, that's not what I meant.
We're moving on. That's no big deal. I think I get swayed by the fact that this team is good, and so I maybe give it 2-3 more points than it deserves. This is boring to me. There's a lot going on. I don't like the chrome thing. I don't like that color, the papaya. Why is the DP world like a weird blue? The car is dirty in this picture. Maybe that sways me, but also don't do a photo shoot with the dirty car. The all-win up where, why am I losing the word? You know what I'm talking about. That's green.
Yeah.
That's ugly.
Yeah.
And then there's a neon green above that. There's too many colors going on. This is... what else did I write? Oh, bad. Yeah, I don't like it.
Bad. Just bad all the way. Yeah, I think what you're referring to in that dusty element is because a lot of these are renders, and I think what you're thinking of, the floor and all this kind of stuff, is the material they're using, the way that they're making the carbon fiber. I think it kind of gives it that dusty kind of look because a lot of this car is exposed. It's some elements that are supposed to be black are left unpainted, so I think that's where you think the dirtiness kind of comes into play.
Probably. Still looks dirty to me. I don't just don't like it.
Yeah.
And not in a good way. It's not filthy, it's just dirty.
Yeah, it just looks like if the whole car was dusty and it's oh, they just took this thing rally racing. That's sick. Cool. But the top half of the car is glossy and shiny, and then in these vents and stuff, you can see splotchy dirtiness. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, not my favorite. It also kind of the nose is kind of ugly too. The front end of this car, not even just the livery, but the nose of this car is kind of ugly. How far back the wing is set with the wing elements that attach to the front wing. They're not hanging off the nose. They're kind of set back a little bit. It just looks gangly.
Yeah. Thrown together.
But I thought McLaren's livery last year was better, even though there is more orange on this car than last year's orange, which should go with my philosophy of more color is better usually for me. But for this, it just looks worse. I hate how on the back part of the engine cover, that diagonal stripe that's coming down, I hate that it's broken up after the side pod. It goes down and then stops and then continues on that little dash right by the MasterCard logo.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
It's like that on the other stripe too. That looks so hideous. The black diagonal stripe that's going down too is a lot wider this year, and that's to fit the stupid Gemini sponsor. That looks hideous.
We all know how Xander feels about that.
That is a really thick stripe.
The AI platform is stupid, and it's just it looks awful. It looks terrible. It's the other colors on there. You're right with the green, with the all-win, and the blue for the DP world. It's just, oh my gosh, it does not work at every angle of this car. It just kind of doesn't work. It looks bad from all angles.
This feels like a car where they were like, you know what, this season let's just cash in and get as many sponsors as we can and let them do whatever they want to this car and make up for some money we had to spend last year to win.
Yeah.
Because there's the creative team took a backseat on this one. It was okay, let's let the sales team splatter this car with every color that they want.
It looks like the sponsorship world threw up on it.
Yeah.
Totally. And they're let's just copy last year's our championship winning livery, but make it worse.
Yeah.
But my overall opinion of the car is I don't like it at all, but this is also in the same realm as Mercedes for me, that it looks the same. It's a little different, but it still sucks. And like the black and the orange, you can do so well with black and orange. Those are two colors that look so good together, and yet you made it look terrible.
Facts.
Yeah.
And like the Gemini logo with all those like mixed colors in it, and then you drop down to the wheel covers and do that same color scheme, looks terrible. The neon green where the hubcap is bad. It's just, there's way too many colors going on. If they wanted to do those wheel covers with like that blending color look, they should have just stuck with like orange and like those types of colors.
Yeah.
Because that's not even technically that's not even a sponsorship. Those are just colors.
Oh, for the wheels?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's part of the branding deal though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because it's part of the Google. It's part of the Google deal.
Yeah, I figured.
They look horrible though.
And I think the two Gemini logos on the side of the driver's head look ridiculous.
Have you seen this car, like the bird's eye view of it?
I have not.
I just sent. It's hard to find a picture, and for a reason. I just sent it to the group chat. Like this is a bad car.
Ooh.
Oh, the engine.
There's
I didn't even see like that
this is
the
not
air intake
in the grand reveal. This image because this looks horrid.
Yeah, the bird's eye view is disgusting. That's terrible.
Yeah, they could have done so well with the orange and the black, and they just decided to take every color that ever existed and put it on there.
For us being a little hard on some of these liveries, I'm going to defend us because we are an American audience. And as far as race cars go, like we come from the land of super cool, colorful liveries.
Well, I thought that was going somewhere else.
Of the free.
No, because like you watch like NASCAR, for example, or IndyCar. Take IndyCar or NASCAR. Like all the cars pop. They're so colorful and so different. And then you get to Formula One, and a lot of them, unfortunately, are super like bogged down by corporate and all this kind of stuff. So I am just defending our perspective on things too, because in the States, like we have so many cool race cars with cool, colorful liveries.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, this car's losing its identity. It's losing.
And I think we're giving it too much attention.
Also that. Also
you
that.
You know what they've been trying to do the last few years with this orange and black? They've been trying to also do a throwback to the Marlboro days with that big like white diagonal stripe on the engine cover. Like they've tried to do the same thing with the black.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But it's a worse version of that too.
Yeah.
Are we ready for our scores for this car?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm ready to stop looking at this car.
All right, Harrison, let's have his number first.
I'm gonna give it a 1 because it's worse. It's worse than Mercedes, and I gave Mercedes a 2. So
okay, a 1 from Harrison. That's amazing. I love that though. That's amazing.
If it was possible, I would give it a 0.
He's like, I refuse to vote on this one. I'm gonna give it a 3.
Okay, 3 from Ben. I got that 1 through me. Like
he gave a 10 the last car and 1 to this car. He's just on some extremes right now. It's 10s and 1s for the rest of the podcast.
It's either he loves it or he hates it.
You just wait.
Okay. Gosh.
Oh yeah, I know.
Man,
I'm ready for that one too.
I don't know what to do with this one. Man, what should I do with the McLaren? I'm gonna give it a 2.
Okay.
A 2 for me. I can't make it close to the Cadillac because I just don't like it as much, even though I went really hard on the Cadillac. I have to give the McLaren a worse rating just because they could have done something so cool to celebrate last year's Drivers' Championship. Like they could have done something totally like crazy to be like, oh yeah, like world champions, but they didn't. They just took last year's livery and made it worse. So yeah,
which hopefully is reflective of what this season's going to be like. They take last season and they get worse.
Oh, you don't want them to do well?
It just got, not to get off of livery concepts, but it just got like a little bit boring the second half of the season where it's like watching Max chase him was cool, but like anytime someone's that dominant, it's bad for the sport. In my opinion, I'm a dumb American or whatever, you know what I mean? But just being objective, it's like, because I try to bring in new people to watch and stuff. And sometimes it's like, oh yeah, they're in the front by 30 points. And also, like I like variation. So
no, I feel that. So our average for this car is a 2.
Good.
That's kind of the lowest.
Yeah, by far the lowest. Absolutely.
What's Mercedes at?
Mercedes, they're sitting at a 3. So they're McLaren's 1 below them.
Yeah.
So I think we can go to our last car. now, and that is the Aston Martin.
Emphasis on the ass.
So does that mean you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I hate this color. I don't care what they do with this color. I will never like this car. Maybe if it was something else, like objectively, I like the whatever, blah, 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 I could say good things. The color's bad. So no matter what, I'm not going to like this car.
No.
That is all.
So not a fan.
It's just all that.
Is there anything in particular you don't like about it?
I'm pretty sure you said everything.
Yeah, it's just the color's bad. I don't like it. It looks, and then when they add in this other green that they're trying to like make it look fun or whatever, it doesn't work. It's boring. There's no risks taken with the design. It's just bad. I don't like it. It's so bad that I'm not even inspired to talk about it. You know what I mean? Some of them are bad, and I'm inspired to talk about it. This is just like, I don't care.
Okay, so Ben feels very strongly about this. Harrison,
I don't even want to say anymore.
Oh, come on.
I like it.
Okay, all right.
See,
oh man,
from like I like the matte kind of finish on that paint, and I actually like the color. I think this is something that Mercedes should have done with that teal color.
Okay, so like more draped it more over the car.
Yeah, they should have totally used that color to their advantage because this car stands out. You're going to see it. And I think all the logos and the sponsorships look good on it. They all like flow, cohesive. I love the Valvoline on the back of the wing. I think that looks really good. It's like one solid color until you get to the back where it has that like different color green. And I think it looks good. I think the whole thing looks good.
Okay. Wow. I actually do like Ben can't get over how much Harrison likes the livery, I guess.
Yeah. Anyways.
That's too funny. I also like the color. I like the emerald green. I think it looks cool. It's another different color on the grid, and I've always liked the Aston Martin kind of green, or this is more like British racing green. It's a little bit lighter than British racing green, but I do like this emerald kind of green. I also really like the lime green like swoosh from when you're looking at from the side profile that follows like the bottom of the car. I think that looks really good because Aston Martin in other racing series, again, they're also in the World Endurance Championship, they're in GT3. A lot of their cars have this green emerald color, but they really play with those lime green highlights, and I love that. So for me, if I was going to have anything, I wish they would have done more with the lime green. Like I wish they would have kind of had a little bit more on the nose section. I'm not a fan how they used it on the back of the side pods. So I wish they kind of would have played with it a little bit more in other areas of the car. I love how they have the British flag. Just you can barely see it on the Aston Martin logo.
That is cool. That's the one thing I like about.
Like the fade of the flag. Like I think that looks super cool. Another thing that doesn't work for me is the baby blue sponsor on the rear wing. I think that's a super bad color clash for the whole car.
Mm-hmm.
I wish the side pod was just more of the emerald green. I don't like how it's dark compared to the rest of the car. Like it just hangs down over the Boss logo. I wish that green would have come down more instead of just harshly ending in like a hard line. It kind of ends right after the Honda logo. So I wish that was a bit different. There's things I like about this car. There's things I don't like about it, but I do love the two different colors, the two greens.
It just doesn't there's a part of my brain that just doesn't work with this. I think that these two greens are just saying such different thing, like this like emerald satin finish green, and then like a bright neon thing that would be on like some kids' racing shoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like running shoes, not racing, running shoes. Like it just, they're one's like a super athletic looking green and one's like a really classy, like, and when you put them together, it just makes the car look confused. And then you add that blue in the back. It just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah. I feel like if the baby blue wasn't there, it would just look a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
Does anybody, if we're done with the thoughts, does anybody want to go for the number first on this car, or shall I go first?
You should go first.
Okay. So for looking back at some of the other ones, I think I will go. I think I have to do a 6. I'm gonna put a 6 on this car.
Okay.
Ben?
I'm giving this car a 1.
What?
And I don't even want to explain myself.
How
I
is
don't
that?
like it.
How is your score lower than McLaren?
Because I at least like that color a little bit. I don't like this color. Like it no matter what you do, it's kind of like a food you don't like. Let's say you don't like curry, but someone does something really cool with curry. You don't care. You don't like it. This is curry to me, even though I like curry. But this is a food I don't like. I don't care what you do with it, how you season it, how you plate it. It's not going to go down nice. So this is a 1.
Wow. Did not expect that.
Yeah. Okay.
But I guess you made your case. All right, Harrison, are you going to juice this car by giving it a 10?
No, not at all. I'm going to give this one a 7.
Okay. All right. That's respectable. I'm going to change mine to an 11.
No, actually, you know what? I can't. No. I can't give it a 7. I can't. I'll give it a 6.
Okay. Why can't you give it a 7?
Because I think like way earlier on at the beginning, I gave Racing Bulls a 7. And the Racing Bull car is way better than that. So I'll give it a 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Harrison just like 6, 7. I don't know.
Oh, dang.
My gosh, Ben. Jeez.
I need to grow up, dude.
So the average rating for the Aston Martin was 6.7. No.
Oh my God.
Oh, it was 4.3.
Okay.
For the average.
Okay. All right.
Oh my goodness. I need to put these on like the overall leaderboard just so like we can get like all these numbers right. So I'm gonna do that, and of course I can edit this part of like the podcast out. But if you guys want to talk amongst yourselves, if it's Formula 1 related, maybe I'll keep it in. If it's not, maybe I'll cut it out.
Man, I don't know. That was fun.
That was fun.
I didn't expect the Cadillac to be such a like hot topic. Like I thought I was gonna have a high number, but then I was like, okay, cool, Harrison's on board, and then I did not expect such a low number from Xander.
Really?
Yeah.
You thought I was gonna be like really...
I was expecting at least a 5, probably a 6, but then when you said 4, I was like, that's crazy.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
We should all say what thing was said that surprised us the most.
Oh, that's a good topic. You guys can go first.
Nose guys. I just kind of went. I'll come up with something else.
What?
No, what surprised you guys the most? We'll start with Harrison. Like, what opinion kind of surprised you the most?
Oh, now I got put on the spot. I can't think. Probably yours with the Cadillac. You're such low score for a car that deserves so much more.
Okay, interesting. So yeah, you guys were just really offended by my disdain for the Cadillac.
Totally offended because it's such a clean, classy looking car. Like, what's wrong with it?
It's sexy. That's the word that car.
Yeah, it is. It's a sexy
and
car.
None of the other ones feel like that.
It's just because of what I was expecting, and seeing their other racing cars in other racing series, my expectations were really high. So it was just a letdown because of what I've seen from their other brands.
That makes sense. And we didn't, at least me, like I didn't have any expectation going in. I just was like excited to see a new car. And when I saw something come in and like just do it really classy, I was excited about that.
Yeah. Okay, so real quick, while I'm making this leaderboard, we have a tie for 2 cars, the Racing Bulls and the Williams.
Racing Bulls.
Racing Bulls should be above?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not by a lot, but actually probably by a lot. But
I'm going to leave them the same number, but...
Yeah, because Racing Bulls doesn't have a Duracell battery.
Okay. So the majority votes that the Racing Bulls should be ahead of the Williams, so I will make that note. Let's see. Not speaking of liveries, like, who do you guys... I know you guys haven't been watching testing a whole lot, but what are your hopes for this season? Of like, what teams do you want to see battling for the championship?
I mean, that'd be really cool.
That'd be sick.
Obviously, I'm excited to see how Ferrari actually does in the season. I know that I wouldn't necessarily say more optimistic, but they're feeling better about the car now than they did at the end of the season. So,
do you have a favorite team?
Yeah, I like root for Ferrari. I wouldn't say that like I have the decade plus of like experience that Xander has doing that.
All the pain.
Yeah. I mean, I've had some pain. Oh, trust me. I became a fan of Ferrari when Leclerc won those first 3 races, like in 2022 or whatever. And I was like, this is going to be sick. And then it just has not been sick since then. Like,
man, so you started on a high.
Oh, yeah. And it's just been kind of low. I'm excited for Red Bull to kind of come back around, actually. I want Kimi Antonelli to do well. That's my main thing. I'm excited to see him grow. And I also want my thing I want to see is Isaac do better in that second Red Bull seat than everybody else has.
That would be
I want to see
super
someone
cool.
succeed.
That would be super cool to see.
So mostly the young guys.
Like actually take it to Verstappen.
Exactly.
I don't have very many opinions in regards to the subject because I don't watch enough.
Yeah, that's fair. Of course I want to see Ferrari do well. I want to see Ferrari actually get victories because they were winless last year. I want to see them challenge for wins. I want to see them challenge consistently through the season, develop the car. Like I want to see them be capable. But I also would love to see Oscar Piastri do well.
Yeah.
I felt like he was kind of robbed last year.
Yeah, this is the year I think he probably learned last year that this year he needs to not be nice to Lando. He needs to take it.
Totally.
And
absolutely.
Lando got his thing. Cool. All right, now let's actually race.
Yeah.
And Lando doesn't have that dog in him that Oscar has, I feel like. Like, Oscar's got the ability, like, I don't know. There's something else there that I'm excited to see grow.
Absolutely. All right, we have another tie, gentlemen. It's with the Alpine and the Audi. What are we feeling? Should the Audi be higher or the Alpine be higher?
You guys know how I feel about this, so I can't even.
Okay, so Ben is Alpine.
Let me look. Hold on.
What's your vote?
I'm going to put Audi above Alpine.
Okay, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Majority
That was going to be
votes.
my other surprising thing is how alone I was in the Audi hatred camp.
I have critiques.
But you don't have the hatred in your heart like I have.
Hatred. Kind of like how I do for the Cadillac.
Exactly.
Come on, dude. How do you like that car more than Cadillac?
Of course, the 2 new cars are the most toxic for us to talk about because they're so raw.
Such a good car.
Oh my goodness. That's hilarious.
Yep. I'm buying Cadillac merch right now.
I'm buying Alpine merch.
Well, gosh. Well, Cadillac is winning then if we're buying merch just from after having this podcast.
That's true. I'm buying Microsoft merch.
Okay, so I think I'm on the last 2. Yeah. So
you ever talk about have you ever talked about fantasy on here yet?
I did when the new rules came out for last year. I probably will again. Actually, speaking of fantasy, my Grid Rival League is now open. That link is also down in the podcast description. So you can join the Grid Rival, but the official F1 Fantasy is not live yet. So once that goes live, I'll probably talk about if there are any actual changes to the rules or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, Grid Rival is still the same. So I don't really talk about that or strategies or anything on this podcast, but I probably will a little bit for the official game.
When you edit the video, make sure right at my name below it just says F1 Fantasy Champion.
Wow. Just throw that in my face.
Yeah. For a guy who doesn't watch very much.
That's honestly how it works.
We got to cut this out of the episode. Okay.
I didn't watch any football, but I won my fantasy football one this year.
Well, I mean, it is there are stats and stuff. There are numbers and everything.
Game.
But
yeah,
congratulations to Harrison for winning the fantasy league. Yes, he did do that. So, I mean, yes, good job, Harrison. He dominated fantasy this year. It was close. I took the lead with 2 races to go, and then Harrison took it back and won the championship. So, congratulations to Harrison for winning that. We have the final results are in. Gentlemen, the final leaderboard.
Are you just going to say the top 3 or are you going to go all the way down?
Oh, no, I'm going to go from the 11 to first.
Okay.
Let's do this. And then, of course, if we have any comments, we could talk about this after we go up the list. So at 11th place is the McLaren at a 2 average between all of us.
That's great. There's going to be some angry people.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they're going to storm my house. They're going to burn it down. The podcast
if anybody wants his
over.
Address, just contact me. I'll send it to you. No problem.
Yeah, all the angry McLaren fans are going to come. Yep. Knocking down this door.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 2 for the McLaren at 11th. 10th is the Mercedes at 3. Average of 3 between all of us. So, yeah, really harsh for some of the big dogs. The big teams. 9th is Aston Martin at 4.3.
Yep. Where it belongs.
8th is the Alpine at 4.6.
Yeah.
7th is the Audi, also with a 4.6. Williams is 6th at a 6.3. Racing Bulls is 5th with also a 6.3. So those two teams were tied as well, but we said Racing Bulls was better than the Williams. Majority vote. At 4th position is Ferrari with a 7.3.
Man.
Yeah. Still not a podium.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. That's a sign of things to come.
Ouch. God, I hope not. It couldn't even crack the podium in liveries. At 3rd was Red Bull, 7.6.
Oh, I thought they were first.
I want to go back and change my Ferrari score so they're at least above Red Bull.
Yeah.
Cadillac is in 2nd with an 8.
And Haas, dude.
And Haas is number 1 with 8.3. Let's go.
No, Cadillac should be above Haas.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it. Cadillac should, in my opinion, be above, but I think Haas is a really good.
At least they're second. They're both great liveries.
Is there any other part of this list that you guys want to debate or feel salty about, other than the Cadillac, of course?
I think Audi should be lower, but that's just me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I'm glad that this list has the top 3 that it has, because I think those are the best 3. So anything beyond that, I'm not upset about.
I think the Williams is better than the Red Bull. The Williams should be higher.
That's a hot take.
When I just try to imagine that car in my brain, I just picture so many blues and purple and then like a green, and I'm just like, okay, I'm lost.
The Red Bull's too black. It's too black for me.
It's sick.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
I thought at least the Williams should be higher than the Racing Bulls. Can I at least have that? Like,
no.
If the Audi can go down, then the Williams can come up.
Man, are we happy with the Mercedes and McLaren at the bottom?
I think so.
No. Like, were we too hard on those?
No,
they're terrible.
They are victims of losing sight of what their car's supposed to look like, and then also bending to the sponsors. I think McLaren deserves the bottom spot.
They're not victims. They're the criminal.
Yeah. We are the victims of having to look at that car.
Exactly.
Okay. That's fair. And how do we feel about the Ferrari in 4th?
I feel like that's a good spot for them, because they could have done a little bit better.
Yeah. I think objectively seeing Ferrari in 4th doesn't feel right, but then when you think about the other 3 cars, you don't like it because Cadillac's up there, I think, probably. But when I think about the other 3 cars, I don't know who I would replace.
It burns me out that Ferrari's not at least in the top 3, because I feel like it should be.
Yeah, because what was it? It was Haas, Cadillac, and where?
Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Oh, Red Bull, yeah.
Oh, dang. It's...
He's like, can we please change it?
I wish Ferrari was at least 3rd. Oh, my gosh. I at least thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be better than the Cadillac, but that is locked in. That is the final standings of the leaderboard. Ben and Harrison, thank you so much for joining the podcast and ranking these liveries. That was so much fun.
Yeah, thanks for having us. I feel like we made some enemies today, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Even like probably even Ferrari fans, for some of us liking the livery too much, because like there's a lot of bitter Ferrari fans out there.
Yeah, they ditched that HP and give us some more red or some yellow, then it's up there for sure. But
maybe next
year. Or
even
if you just made the entire car red.
I would take that too.
No one would complain about that either.
Nope.
Wow.
No.
Where's the white? Where's the black? No.
Yeah, no one's gonna complain about that.
If the whole car was red, that'd be a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
I'd like Ferrari committed, whole car red. It's enough said. It's a Ferrari.
Or just like all red with a super skinny yellow pinstripe.
Oh yeah, that would look sick.
Man, someone get Harrison onto a creative team somewhere.
I know.
Bro has ideas.
We need to see all of like the 2026 liveries, like Harrison version.
Yeah, Harrison, you should go make all of your liveries like real.
And then Ben and I will jump back on the podcast and then we'll rank them.
Yeah, and we'll compare them to the actual one.
That sounds like a great idea for a show. But this one, sadly, is coming to an end. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Really appreciate you having you here. If you do want to get in touch, all the links are down below in the podcast description. There's X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. You can see all of those. That does us for this episode, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having a good one. Talk to you next time.